There may be times in your life when you just feel low, when you're in a rough place mentally, and you know you are. But you can't get yourself to make that change. Well, my next guest says that might mean you're emotionally burned out. Clinical social worker Ginger Healy will share signs of emotional burnout. She'll also share ways to recover so you can find your energy again. Welcome, Ginger.
Thank you.
This is so great. I think this is a topic that is especially tender to women.
Yes.
Because we're the emotional supports in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
I think definitely men and women play their roles, but emotion kind of lies on us.
Women are just born wired to give, and giving is a good thing. But if we just give, and then we're empty, but we continue to give, we can find ourselves completely depleted and with emotional, physical, health problems because we're burnt out.
Yeah, I agree. So what are some of the signs if we're going through our daily life and we're like, maybe I feel a little different, maybe I'm not. What are some of the signs we can look for so that we know if we're feeling that emotional burnout?
Yeah, you need to pay attention. If you are so exhausted, like there is just nothing left in the tank. And if you also find yourselves like checking out, you can't even be present, you're not there. Oftentimes I hear people say, they minimize their own suffering. They'll say, I'm fine, everything's fine. Or even minimizing the suffering of others. You know, it's not that big a deal, just get over it. Like, we don't have time for that. So if you're feeling helpless and powerless, you don't know how to make a change, you feel like I just have to keep going, or staying in a situation because you don't know how to make that change, those are signs.
Those are signs that maybe you're in a place that you can reach out for help.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think that phrase that you said, I'm fine, we're fine, everything's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
I think that's our protection. So if we're experiencing those signs, are there anything else that we can look for maybe as women or anything that we need to pay attention to?
Yeah, I really want you to pay attention to if you're feeling numb, you don't have the capacity to feel joy, but you may not even have the capacity to feel sad, like there's nothing there. Or you do have this anger, this resentment, this irritability that you're just right there. It could be that you are having intrusive thoughts that you just can't get out of your mind. Or you are depressed. A lot of times I hear women say, I can't sleep, I'm having difficulty sleeping. These are all signs that you really need to pay attention to. We've crossed the line. You know,
normal everyday stuff.
Right, we need help.
I love that you say this, there's hope.
Oh my goodness, I don't want to leave us in that heaviness.
It's the light and brightness of hope. You're saying we can heal from emotional burnout. What's your first step?
Yeah, I want you to learn to set boundaries. This is harder for some than others.
I can see this,
speaking for a friend. But we do have to say no. We cannot do everything and be everything to everyone. So, you know, leaving work at work, not working overtime, accessing help at work with employee assistance programs or just at home. Like, who can help you complete those never-ending projects and chores? It really requires, if your family, friends, and yourself value that mental, physical, emotional health, then we have to put that protective boundary in place and stick to it.
You also say it's important that we reflect.
Yeah.
What about that?
Well, because sometimes when you're in this spot, you can't think clearly. You just feel stuck. So if you're able to write it down, whether it be through journaling or something, then you can reflect on it and think about it. It's like if you think of a ball of yarn that's just really you know, it's all tangled. It's about untangling it onto the page so you can reflect. And it also soothes your nervous system because you're actually doing something. You're in the process of moving forward out of that state of stuck.
This next one I love. I think you say, look for laughter.
Yeah, I know. When you're not feeling well, it's hard to find laughter. So you've got to actually be intentional about it. Find your favorite funny movie and push play. And just create those moments where you can laugh, because it does something to us biologically. It drops our pulse rate, it soothes the nervous system, it releases feel-good endorphins, and then it gets your mind moving so you can figure out what to do next.
The last two you say are make sleep a priority, which I think is so hard to do, but you have to do it. And then last, I think, is crucial. Get some movement.
I know.
What does that look like?
I want you to
Is it going to the gym? Is it just walking outside?
It can be anything. I want you to rest, right? And I want you to move. That's the quickest, easiest, best way to release those stress hormones.
Yeah.
It can be a walk with a friend. It can be turning on the music while you're in the kitchen cleaning and dancing, right?
Move your body.
Find something that makes you get moving so you can get rid of those stress hormones that build up.
Oh, so good. Thanks for the hope. We'll link everybody to your website from ours. Thanks, Ginger.
Absolutely.